Hey beauties, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day so far. So today's video is going to be my project pan update. I have all my project pan items in here. If you guys are interested to see what my progress is on my project pan, then just stick around and keep on watching. Okay, so today is August 8th. I was supposed to film this on the 4th, but I wasn't able to. I was extremely busy. So I'm doing this as soon as I can. Now, I did mark everything down as far as usage goes here in my notebook. So we're going to go ahead and go over each product, and I'll mention how many times I used it, and I will be replacing one of the products in my project pan. So the first one that we have is the Rimmel primer, which is this one right here. As you guys can see, I do have another mark. It doesn't seem like it was that much of a difference, but I did use this only 3 times last month, so that's going to be why. I did squeeze it and see when the product would start coming out, and that's where I marked the second line there. So not very much usage of this primer. I know it's because I don't typically like a matte finish. I like a very dewy, luminous, kind of fresh type of finish. So mattifying primers I only use when I have a foundation that is too dewy, which I should have used this last week, but I didn't. I didn't think about using it. I don't know why, but yeah, probably would have came in handy. So definitely kind of opens my eyes that I do need to put more use into this product. So I'm going to try to do that this week and, you know, till the remainder of the time until this is basically done with. So the next product that we have here is the Too Faced bronzer, which is this one right here. I'll leave images of when I first started the project pan, but that's what she looks like currently. As you can see, I still have not hit pan, even though I did use this product quite a bit last month. I used this, let's see, 5, 6, 7 times last month, which I think is pretty good. I'm definitely not using it on a daily basis, but I think if I did skip 1 week of not picking a bronzer and actually just stuck to using this one, I could probably hit pan. I can see the rings in there. Again, if I zoom you guys in, or you could see the rings, right? I can see them. But yeah, still no pan, but I did get some good use out of this bronzer. This is actually the product that I used the most out of all the items in my project pan. The next one is my L'Oreal True Match. This is their True Match Super Blend Blush, and this is in the shade Tender Rose. And that's what she looks like. Again, I will leave inserts of all the products on how they look like when I first started using them. That way you guys can kind of compare. It doesn't look like I made too much of an indentation, and I didn't really use this blush that quite often. I used it 3 times last month, so it is a pretty blush. It's just that it didn't always match with the looks that I was creating, since it is more of a rosy, like a rosy dust shade, huh? And then also I like more orangey blushes, more orangey bronzy blushes than the pinkies, but I do like it. It's actually really pretty when I put it on my skin, so I just need to reach for these items more often. The next one is the BH Cosmetics Illuminate by Ashley Tisdale. Like, you're my struggle with words sometimes, but that's the blush right there. As you guys can see, I did put some more use into it. Still no pan, of course. I did use this 4 times last month. I think I used it a little bit more than that. I just forgot to mark it. So every time I use a product, I do mark it on my notebook here. That way I can keep track of when I'm using these products, because again, a lot of them I don't think I'll pan by the end of the year, but that is one of the goals. If not, it's just to try to use them as much as possible, and I'll continue my project pan until next year. And then the next item that we have in my project pan is the Ciate Lunde Dewy Stick, which is a highlight, and this is her right here. Now this one, again, I only used 3 times, but I did use it quite a bit those 3 times because I was building up the highlight. So if we put the cap here, so you can see there is a little bit, the most tiniest amount of change in there. Again, I did measure it this way, but I actually do like it. It looks really pretty on the skin. I like it more for those natural skin days. I did use this above my foundation and also underneath my foundation, but it's just something I don't like to use on a daily basis, but I do like it. It gives the skin such a pretty wet look and in the areas that you wanted it, not all over the face, you know. So like you want your nose to look a little bit more glistening, if you want your cheek to look a little bit more glistening, even your eyes, you could do that too. But I do like this product, just not on a everyday basis. The last item in my project pan was my ColourPop eyeshadow, and unfortunately I'm gonna have to go ahead and just declutter it. The formula is dried out. I'm not able to use it. I really have to use my finger and just kind of pack it on, and since I do have it to use it for everyday usage, I'll go ahead and just show you guys. It's such a pretty shade. I actually really enjoyed this Super Shock Shadow, but it's dried out already. I can't use it. Again, like I said, I would just have to like really rub my finger in there and then pat it on my eye, which isn't my favorite technique to do. I don't like using my fingers to apply eyeshadow. I just don't. But it was just like, I didn't reach for it. I only used it twice, and in those 2 times I noticed how dry it was. And most of the time when I'm getting ready, it's to go to work. So I'm typically rushing to get to work because 1, I don't want to wake up. 2, I was like, well, I have to do my makeup because I'm doing weekly shop my stash and I need to use the items that I have. Keep buying makeup, so I have to use it. And then 3, I also have to get my children ready to drop them off the daycare, or to whoever's going to watch them that day because my daycare is currently closed, so that I can get myself to work on time. So struggling with this was just no. So I'm going to go ahead and roll this out. I'm just going to declutter it, and I'm going to add another product in that I was actually have in my drawer, and I figured why not add that in, especially since I do have pans. So this one is to go ahead and finish it. This is my, let's see, what do you call it? My Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector, and that's what she looks like. It's a little peachy cap with a glass container. Now if I open her up, that's what she looks like. As you can see, I'm pretty close to being done with this. I've kept this in my drawer for so long now, and it's really because I do want to just complete the item. So I was like, might as well add that in there, that way I'm more motivated to continue using it and finish it. But I do have other correctors as well that I need to rotate, so I'll keep this in my project pan, and then I'll try to rotate other correctors so that I am using everything evenly. Alright, so that is basically it. I know there isn't too much to show for in my collection, but again, my numbers don't lie, so I do need to start using the products that I picked out for my project pan more than I'm actually using them. Maybe I could mix them in with the other products that I picked for my shop, my stash, and I also need to dedicate to actually wearing makeup more on a daily basis, because honestly I go barefaced more often than not than actually doing my makeup, and it's just because I'm tired. I don't want to get up to do my makeup, and it's just work. I ain't trying to impress anybody. I know that's horrible, but I'd rather look cute at home than to look cute at work. And my friend makes fun of me for that. She's like, oh, you do your makeup just for yourself, huh? I was like, yeah, why? She's like, well, when do you go to the store, do you wear makeup? I'm like, no. Because I don't. I wear it for me. But anyways, beauties, that's basically it. I hope you guys truly did enjoy this video. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. I do post 2 times a week, every Wednesday and Saturday. Every Wednesday is an additional beauty video just like this one. And every Saturday is a Shop My Stash. So if that is something that you are interested, then go ahead and subscribe and join my beauty community here on YouTube. Well, that's basically it. Until next time. Bye!